Today is the day we break ground on our claim here at Nighthawk Parcel. But I've got a little bit of work to do before we can do that. So I have some areas over there that I still need to drill out just to figure out exactly what is under the ground, and if nothing else, so I can get rid of these stupid boxes that don't go away. I'm Hugs, welcome back to Gold Mining Simulator. So let's do this. We already have our drill pre-positioned, which is great. And I'm just gonna start drilling. I'm not gonna mess around. We got so much to do today in so little time, can't mess around. So current plan of action. I need to drill every box in here, and it's about a 5 by 5-ish sort of square. So it shouldn't take too long, but this is the minimum we need to get done so that I can get these boxes off the ground and we can change them to the boxes that actually have gold. There has also been an update to the game, and I'll say it does seem different. Like there's lots of tracks in the ground that I don't necessarily remember being that way before. Or maybe it's just me, I'm not sure, but things do seem different. It seems smoother too, which is good. Oh, first nugget of the day, let's go, baby. I will say one thing that is very nice is having this claim to work all over again. It's just amazing, because now I'm thinking of all the things I'm gonna do differently in my head, and I'm getting very excited about that. Last drill, coming out of the ground. Can't wait to see these results. Come on, man, drill faster. Get out of there. Now we should be able to open our map. Head on over to Ye Olde Gold map. Oh, look at this gold. Oh, that is so nice, and it's not even that deep. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, it's a little deep there. But for the most part, over here, the gold is almost right at the surface. That is insane. Oh, there's so much here too. Okay, so first things first, and this is unbelievable that I can actually do this now. Get rid of all these outlines on these spots. I've been staring at these on the ground and I couldn't get rid of them for the longest time. How does that look? Let me hop out here. Oh, yes. Whoa, hang on. We got one outlier here. How'd you stay on? There we go. Now everything's off. Look at this, guys. We're on top of a literal fortune right now. We're standing on top of a fortune in gold, and I can't wait to dig it out of the ground. So let's get this thing out of here. Your job's done, buddy. Time for you to hit the road. Get on the sideline, at least until I need you again. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to speak to you like that. But we do need to pull it off to the side here, just out of the way. Maybe I'll throw it in storage. I don't know. Seems pretty good right there. Let's go ahead and shut her down. And let's hop out here and let's game plan on this gold here. So first things first, I'm gonna mark out just the spots I want to concentrate on. There is gold all in this area, but I want to get like the really gold rich spots first. And we're kind of, do I want to work my way backwards or forwards? Let's work our way backwards. We'll start over here and we'll work from this way forwards. That way we have good ground to dig and it's not going to be too hard to get. So now, all this stuff is actually not too far away from our wash plant, which is a nice change of pace here. There does seem to be some overburden here though that I could clear to make things a little bit smoother on the way there. Now to do that, gonna need my dozer. So let's go ahead and pull that bad boy out of storage. And I forgot about this mess on the ground here. I really got to take care of that, but we'll leave that for another time. Okay, storage. Let's see here. I guess there's a bunch of things I might as well just get over here. We are gonna need our Frankenstein number 1, Frankenstein number 2, our cordyless because it runs on gas, and what else? Our dozer, of course. I think that's everything. Oh, and I sent it to Rivertown. What's wrong with me? Nighthawk Parcel. There we go. Let's get all that stuff back over there. I guess I need my fuel truck here too. Anything I can get rid of? I don't think so. Okay, so good. 6,000 bucks to move our machines. Let's do it. And do I have any workers awaiting? I do have this guy who's a dump truck driver. I don't know if we need a dump truck driver. I really wish that there were more workers available for hire because it seems like a very underutilized part of the game. And yeah, I'm gonna reject this guy. Bye, boo, boo, I know. We've got our dump truck and all our machines available to us now though. So that is really the important thing. And I'm gonna do things a little bit backwards from how we did it last time. I'm gonna use, what are you at? 8% fuel, geez. Okay, we gotta fuel these bad boys up, especially now that we have them in open areas. I'm gonna do things a little bit backwards. The cordyless is gonna be on the far end, and I'm gonna utilize this here, the hopper, to actually dump into, as opposed to how I was doing it previously, where we were dumping into like a teensy little section. Yeah, we're not gonna do that this time. And you know what? I actually probably don't need to doze any of this now that I'm thinking about it. With the conveyors, they just go up and down. We don't need to doze. So let's just get the Frankenstein set up. We'll get it max reached out, and then we'll maneuver our Cordyless into position and start working from there. And both of these are low. Look at this, 6%. And what are you at? 6% on you as well. We're going to need to gas up everything on the claim. Oh, I guess our fuel trailer's in the perfect spot because I can just stop right here and gas up before we head over. Let's just tip you down, make that a little bit easier to get to. And then I should be able to hop out and just, bam, fuel right into that. Give me some gas. Let's go. Oh, yeah, look at that. Now, am I going to need to refill it? I may need to refill this thing. We'll see. Full tank on our Frankenstein #1. That is beautiful. I don't think I've ever had a full tank on this thing. Now let's get it into position. It's such a beautiful day on the claim. There's birds chirping in the background. Everything just seems so serene right now. So here's the point where we need to jump into. I think next order of business here. Oh, and it's raining. Of course it is. Let's go ahead and extend our belts all the way out. And let's start to get this lined up where we need it to be. Forgot how far this thing could extend. That's impressive. Well, there is Frankenstein #1. Pretty much exactly where I want it. It's going to be dumping right into our Glacier Creek. Perfect. So let's turn this off. This thing is never going to move again as long as everything goes to plan. And the hopper right there, yeah, that seems fine. I do think we're going to need Frankenstein #2 over here just to reach a little bit further. And yeah, we'll definitely need it. So let's drag that guy over here too. And we'll go ahead and get him filled up with gas as well. And why am I running everywhere? I could just do this. Magic. Let's just give you a little bit of gas. And that leaves us with 21%. Okay. It should be enough for our Cordyless, I think. Oh, no. Oh, no. I forgot to unhook our fuel nozzle. Man. Oh, well. I gotta buy a new one before I can gas anything up now. Ooh, this guy is struggling a little bit. What's going on here? This hill was giving me some problems. Well, finally, we reached our spot. Let's go ahead and swap a U over, and let's do a little bit of extending here. We'll use this view. It's beautiful. I can see everything going on here. And we're like lined up perfectly, I think. Oh, yeah, we are. Right on there. Maybe back it up a teensy bit, just to make sure we're dead set, like dead on there. Perfect. Now, where does that put us in the front here? Okay, so that's actually kind of right where I want to be. The Cordyless will cover the rest of the distance over that way. And yeah, okay, we're all set up for the most part. Now I just got to bring the Cordyless in. I got to fix my fuel tank as well. I forgot about that. Okay, shut this off. Let's take a quick trip over to the store. So much stuff in the store, jeez. Okay, one fuel nozzle. Check, $495, jeez. What else do we have over here? Some cables? Yeah, some cables. Okay. Whoa. Get over here, buddy. I need you. Don't run away. What is this thing? We have like a trash compactor here or something? I don't know what that is. Let's go ahead and swap this out. So what do we need here? Which tool is it today? I feel like it's always this tool. Yep, it's always this tool. Doesn't matter what I need to do. It's always this one. Okay, is that good? Can we pull you? Yes, we can. Beautiful. Let's get our new one on there. And which one was it? 7. All right, let's screw her up and then repair is complete. Does that also mean, though, that we have to refill this with gas? It appears so. Okay, we're out of gas. Man, that's unfortunate. Does that mean we spilled all our gas right here? Oh, how sad. Our beautiful ground. Completely polluted now. Let's get this thing out of our life real quick. There you go. Hope I never see you again. And I guess we need to take a trip to the gas station to get more gas. Into the trusty pickup we go. And let's head into town. Haven't done this in a while. I should probably look into if there's any sort of bigger fuel solution. Instead of this little guy right here, it might make things a little bit easier. In fact, let's do that right now. Turn you off for the time being, and let me just peruse the shop a little bit, because I think I remember seeing a big fuel container of some sort. Maybe I could just refill right from there. Well, what do we have here? Big fuel tank. That sounds like exactly what we need. Let me just peruse down a little bit more, and yeah, okay, that's definitely the one. Let's get out that and check out 26,458. Okay, not bad. Now we should have it somewhere in here, and we can move it over here. And we still have 2 spots left for machines on here. Nice. Big fuel tank. Come on over, my friend. Where is it? Right over here. Now, if I want to refill this thing, how does one go about doing that? Aha! Aha! $10.49 a gallon. Jeez, man. Gas is expensive. Guys, before we go any further, I've got a very exciting announcement. I have partnered up with Apex Gaming PCs to bring you a lineup of gaming computers that is out of this world. We got the Bronze, the Streamer, and the Streamer Plus. The Streamer is definitely my favorite. Comes with the Ryzen 7 CPU, 32 gigabytes of RAM, and a GeForce RTX 5060 Ti. With financing options available, you can pay a fraction of the cost, split over months to get the PC of your dreams right now. Check out the link in the description down below and make sure you use code HUGS on checkout to get yourself a little bit of a discount as well. All right, let's get back to the action. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to leave it right in this spot and we'll fill this thing up. How much is this going to cost? Not that much. Okay. Fuel will be delivered at midnight. Oh, so I don't even have the fuel today. Okay. All right, well, that's not going to help our immediate needs. We'll still have to head into town to the gas station, but once that gets filled up, we'll just be able to drive right over there to refuel and then go and bring this little guy back and forth to wherever we need it. To town we go, though. All right, let's get a little bit of gas here. Is that going to be good? I think that should be good. And I know I shouldn't leave my truck running doing this, but it is what it is right now, guys. We're doing it. Where do I fill up? Right here. Let's go. $2,700 worth of gas, 264 gallons. This thing holds quite a bit. And now that we've got our fuel, we can go ahead and head right back. And I'll go fill up the Cordyless right now, since it's kind of the last machine that we need to do that to. Whoa, whoa! We got a runaway gas tank here. That can't be good. You just get right on there, okay? Don't scare me like that. Now, let's see where... Woo. Me and driving do not mix sometimes. So where do we fill this guy up? Let's just park you right there real quick. And if I grab this, it should show... Oh, right there. Okay, look at that. Beautiful. And you're full. Must not forget to disconnect you and put you back there so we don't wreck our fuel truck again. Now that feels pretty good. That's the first time in a long time, if ever, that I've had fuel on every machine on my claim. For the time being, I think I'm going to station this guy right next to our power generator. Let's just do a quick disconnect here. Whoop, and you're going to stay there, right? Whoop. Oh, okay. I don't know what that was about. Didn't like it, though. Didn't like it one bit. We are just about ready to mine, guys. We're super close now. Just got to move the Cordyless into position. And, of course, I forgot it's Cordyless. You run it through this thing. Well, let's start it up. It's still so weird to run it through a remote and not drive it myself. Oh, and we're out of range. Okay. Well, it's a bit jarring when that happens. I guess we'll station ourselves right by this Frankenstein over here so that doesn't happen again. Maybe right here. Let's try that again. So I'm thinking how I'm going to operate this is we're going to have this guy stationed pretty much right here. And we are going to dig over on that side over to this side. Now I do need to also, how do I open this thing up? Extend belt. Oh, there we go. The power. The power, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Let's get it to full extension. There we go. And then we'll kind of maneuver things a little bit here. And I could probably, I can move this around as I want to and then just adjust the height on this thing to make sure that we're actually hitting the spot we want to hit. I guess for now, I will lower this a little bit. And then we can go ahead and position this a little bit better where I want it. All right, I'm feeling that pretty good with that right there. Yeah, I'm liking that. So let's go ahead and lock you down, shut you off. Now, I don't need you on to do this, right? Can I just turn you on? Change belts. Man, it's been like so long since I've done this. H, there we go. Yeah, and there we go. We got dirt going out already. Let's just check the placement here, make sure everything's going to line up properly. And it looks like we're not having any spillover. Beautiful. That's exactly what I want to see. Don't want any piles building up on the ground like we have had happen in the past. Okay, beautiful. So let's shut that down. Now that we have a little bit of dirt in this Frankenstein, we can actually go ahead and test these out as well. Let me get over here and let's get this guy running. There we go. And then we'll watch this dirt pour down and just see the placement here. I have a feeling everything's pretty good though. Okay, moment of truth. How's it gonna look? And right on there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we don't need to wonder anymore. We know. We'll just check the placement on this last guy right here, and then we're gonna drive over our excavator. We're gonna start mining. Okay, you are the last link in the chain, my friend. Don't disappoint me here. Let's get you on super speed. Pretty sure this is gonna just drop right in like I intended to, and there it goes. Beautiful. Okay, so we have a fully functioning conveyor system here. We've got our Cordyless going, we've got both Frankensteins, our Glacier Creek, everything's run. Why did those rocks go down there? Okay, I don't know. I don't want to know. But everything's running. So I'm gonna go ahead and fire up all the Frankensteins and the Cordylesses, and we're gonna hop into our excavator. We're gonna start breaking ground. And before we do that, it might behoove me to actually check my buckets. Make sure this thing's fully set up before we start just getting right into the action. I have made this mistake one too many times to do it again. At least right now, at least. Not saying it won't happen again in the future. We look pretty good, and we actually have 7% on all this stuff already. Holy cow. Okay, let's fire everything up and let's do this. Let's test out our new generator setup here. Anything over here? No, everything's over here. Big water pump. Power splitter, trommel, power split. I don't know what's on those, but power splitter. Let's just make sure everything's going. Power, check. Water, check. Everything's going. Yes, let's do this. Okay, into our excavator we go. Let's start digging. This is super exciting. I've been waiting far too long to do this. So now that we're in a position to actually start digging and making money again, let's talk about the tier 6 wash plant, the orange beast. That is kind of the ultimate goal here. That's what we're looking for. We're going to need a lot of money though. That thing is not cheap. It's in fact quite the opposite. It's very expensive. I want to say probably 15 million or so. We're going to need, oh boy. That's a lot of gold, guys. That is a lot of gold that we got to dig out of the ground. But that should give us enough to get the whole thing set up and kind of take this whole claim thing to the next level. And that's going to put us on the road to moving over to the waterfall, which is going to be the biggest challenge we have ever faced in terms of a claim. And obviously, we're still going to keep the Nighthawk claim going. Okay, we own this claim. This is ours forever. We can't move off of here, but we definitely want to expand into the waterfall. I do think, though, that we are now in position to start digging. So let's go ahead and plant our little selves right here somewhere. I think right there. Let's get our nice camera. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, it's been too long. I've missed you. So let's get our first bucket here. Now, a lot of this stuff on the top is not going to be super valuable. So obviously, we've got some stuff to get through before we really start making the big bucks. But we're going to just plow through it all. Nonetheless, we're doing everything, even the overburden. And as you might remember, I did take some of your advice as well, and I did not put the hog pan mats on the whole system. So people have said that that doesn't really add much to the gold count. It really only adds to the magnetite. And if that's the case, I don't want it. I don't want it at all. But we'll find out here pretty shortly on our first cleanup if that is actually true or if it's a load of bullocks. I'm already seeing good ground at the top here, so this is great news. When the color, the outline is gold, you're on gold. You're on good ground. If it's gray, that means you're not getting gold. So the fact that we're immediately getting gold here, absolutely amazing. And I can dig this out so quick too. It's pretty easy dumping into this hopper as well. I don't have to worry about aiming for this tiny little area. I wonder how it is dumping with the dump truck into there. And if you guys are enjoying the gold mining simulator content, make sure you drop a like on the video. Make sure you're subscribed as well. It helps spread the video to bigger audiences, which helps the channel grow. It's a great way to show that you're enjoying the content. Keeps me motivated. And if you're looking for other ways to support the channel, we do have the Mysterious Benefactor sponsorship available. It's very cheap, but it does help keep the lights on. Feels so good to be back to digging. It really does. Been far too long that we've been away from this since we bought our claim. Whoa, buckets are full already. Oh boy, okay. Let's go ahead and shut you down. And you know, we'll be fine. Let's just get over there. I didn't park my truck next to the thing. Okay, emergency, we gotta get over here. Is everything truly full? Everything is truly full. Oh boy, we're losing pay dirt. Shut her down, engine stop, emergency. Okay, woo, boy. Well, that was a quick run. That seemed really, really fast. Way faster than I remember this going. So we're doing something right, obviously. Now we've got 2 buckets to pick up. So let's get you 1. What's going on? Hang on. 1, I said. There. Okay. I don't know what happened there. My character would not move for some strange reason. All right. There's 2 buckets. Let's go ahead and get our miners. Miners. What's going on here? Get up there. Okay. Miners, boss. Oh boy, I'm having issues today, guys. I'm having issues. And yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, let's take a look at this stuff. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, it's definitely looking dirty. I'm liking the looks of that. So let's start gathering this all up. And being that we only have, 12 of these things, I'm just going to run them up there. I don't want to take the risk of putting them in a carrying transport crate and the thing flinging up into the sky. Yeah, that's no good. Where is our nuggetator? Did I not set up the nuggetator? Oh, man. Or did that thing disappear? I hope it didn't disappear. Okay, stay there. You don't go anywhere. I gotta find my nuggetator. I don't know if I misplaced this thing or it fell through the ground or what happened, but I cannot find our gold nuggetator anywhere. Let me just look in here. Is there any shot? And something's blocking the door. Oh, man, I don't know what happened to this thing. I'm just gonna have to buy a new one. That really sucks, but I need it. I need it. Maybe our claim is just haunted. And that's why things just keep disappearing over and over and over. Did you do something with a dozer? Huh? You know where it's at? No? What's that, boy? It's gone? Okay, it's gone. Dozer said it's gone, so it's officially gone. We'll have to buy a new one. Luckily, they're not too much money. So, boy, an extra 10 grand just to get it delivered here. Well, you do the things you gotta do. It's an important piece of equipment on our property, so I'll pay to have it delivered. Sure, why not? And there she is. Oh, boy. Okay. I could have swore that I set this thing up literally right here last time. All right, that should be good right there. Now let's go ahead and get some hoses and electric hooked up to it. If I have any. Do I have any electric? Okay, yes, I do. Okay, whew. All right, that should be that. We've got water, check. We've got power, check. Our nuggetator's back in action. And that, of course, won't do anything because none of our buttons are turned on. But it should work. Now on to what I was doing, which was loading these things up. Boy, our cleanouts are going to go so much faster without all the little mats hanging around. Well, we're ready to do our first run of mats here, so let's get an empty bucket and let's fire you up. And of course, I should probably turn the electric on. I keep forgetting to do this. What is wrong with me today? It's like I haven't mined a day in my life. Crazy. Now we should be able to do... How are we going to do this? Oh boy, I don't remember what is what here. Well, we definitely need the big water pump on. Okay, I'm going to check some things out here real quick before we start doing this. Mainly, I got to see if there's a way to adjust these labels and like customize these. Oh, I don't think there is. That's unfortunate. Well, I can tell this for sure. The big water pump, the power splitter that's right next to that, that's the one that goes off to our gold recovery room. So we can turn that one on safely, not have to worry about anything. So that is going to be you. And then the big water pump we are also going to need on. Just hoping that it's not gonna mess anything up over here. It may. Oh boy, I'm nervous. Well, let's finish collecting everything first. That way we just don't have to worry about it and it's not an issue. Might actually be better for me to just completely reset the system. It's only, what, 12 mats? Yeah, that's not that big of a deal, and we should have all the mats here, so I'm gonna just do a complete reset. All right, all our mats are reset. I need, what, 1, 2 buckets down here, but all that's left after that is our spicy nugget trap, so I'm gonna go ahead and gather that up. We'll get that up top. We'll bring some buckets down here, and then we should be safe to fire everything on without any dire consequences. And that should be that, of course, annoyingly. Can't fit it all in there. That's so annoying. That still bugs me to this day. Can't believe it, but that should be everything that we need. I should now have 3 buckets up here, which I do. Yep. Check, check, check. And then I've got all my mats over here. We're going to need 1 and 2 buckets to replace our buckets on our gravel pumps. And then we're ready to fire things up. Start recovering some gold. Let's get number 1 and number 2. Okay, we're officially ready. So I can fire things up with no worries about anything losing gold or anything like that. And big water pump number 1. That's the one we need to turn on. And yeah, that's what I was worried about. All the water going through the system. It doesn't seem like it's having any negative impacts, though. I'm guessing that the Glacier Creek has to be on for it to pass the gold-bearing material down the line. Okay, well, that's good. That's very, very good. But we should have water and power over here now, and that's kind of the important part. So let's fire this bad boy up. Oh, yeah, look at that. We're running. Okay, we're moments away from recovering some gold, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just dump some of this in here real quick. Might as well just get this pre-prepped. It's going to be so fast with all, like, these very few buckets that we have now. And look at that. Our magnetite separator is basically full already. And this guy, I believe, is done as well. Yep, 34%. So let's go ahead and swap out our mats here. Only 2 runs on the nuggetator as well now. That's pretty nice. And both runs fit into one bucket. Oh, that's so amazing. All right, and our nuggetator is done. So that is like literally all of the mat work that we need to do. I'm not going to put you in there yet, but we are going to fire you up. And let's start to get some of this material. It's such little material, guys. I feel like, how are we ever going to make 200 ounces worth of gold out of this? This is going to be crazy. There's everything. Everything's into our magnetite separator. We literally have no other buckets or nothing to get in anywhere. And our magnetite is 50% already. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, let's see how this goes. Well, with that bucket in there, we are now officially ready to fire up our wavetable. Just got to wait for this bucket to fill up. So I am ready to transfer that over like ASAP, essentially. But we are ready to catch some gold here. What do we have? We have 136 ounces of gold right now. So that's the number to keep in mind, 136. Let's go ahead and flip you on. Let me get this bucket ready. As soon as that is under 50, I can go ahead and put this in. But it's basically, we're ready to go now. Oh, and our magnetite is full. Oh, crap. Stupid magnetite. I thought I was done with that. Oh, no. Is that going to screw me up? Where'd the magnetite bucket go? I threw it over here. There it is. Okay. No, we're still good. We're at 410 ounces? Holy crap. Okay, give me this. You, get in there. Oh, boy, this is big, guys. This is big. What is this going to mean for? How much are we going to get off this one cleanup? Oh, my goodness. We're about to be at 600 ounces. This is insanity. This is absolute insanity. Okay. Let's see, what's our final total going to be? 492 ounces. Okay, that's good. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. And you got to remember, a lot of that top layer that we were digging into is not even the best dirt. It's going to get better and better as we go down. So, got my work cut out for me. I want to do 2 more cleanups today. That's like the minimum. I need to get the gold. I need to make a lot of money. So we need to put in a lot of work. I am going to get everything reset, get our buckets put back out there and put down below, and then I'm going to get right back to digging. We're going right back to it. And before I do that, of course, got to remember to turn all this stuff on too. Mustn't forget that. Are you processing? Yes, you are. Okay, let's hop back in the excavator. Let's get to work. Back in the excavator where we belong. It would be so cool if you could have a friend do like some of this stuff for you while you just dig. That's like peak level. That's why I can't wait for number 2. Apparently there's co-op in that one, and I think that's going to change things tremendously. Man, I probably should have moved my pickup over by the generator, shouldn't I? You know what? We'll just have to make sure we do that before the next run is over. Oh, buckets are full. Okay, that actually went pretty well. I'm going to hop over into my pickup, and we'll drive this over there. This way, it's nice and close to our generator. We're not losing pay dirt yet, so it's not time to panic. How are our mats? Okay, now we're losing pay dirt. It's time to panic. Okay, whew. Okay, we're good to go. We can flip you and you back on, though. Oh, actually, no. Hang on. I don't want that on yet. I got to clean all those mats out first. Now, since we're doing another run basically immediately after this one, I'm just going to grab everything, move it over there, and do a full reset and get right back to digging. We're not going to go through and process everything again like we did last time. And oddly enough, I'm doing the spicy nugget trap first. Oh, boy. And there's so much room left in that bucket. Oh, that is really unfortunate. I may have to use this whole bucket here just to like take the load off of that thing. Man, that's so annoying. All right, we have one bucket with like literally a nano scoop in it. All because that stupid mechanic where the shovelfuls don't fit in one bucket. Okay, whatever. I'm going to quit complaining about it. I'm just going to finish up working here. All right, we are fully changed over. Everything's back in position, so let's go ahead and fire everything up. Fire on 1, let's go. Looking good, feeling good, smelling good. Yeah, everything's good. All right, let's get back into the excavator. Time to dig. Dig like my life depends on it. Oh no, are we falling? Tell me we're not falling. Felt like I was falling for a second there. Let me check on some things here. What was that? And we look fine. Okay. Whew. Maybe we just almost tipped the excavator on accident. We're getting to the point in the hole where I really got to start to extend that claw out if I'm going to reach any more dirt down here. I may have to think about moving backwards slightly here soon. Oh, okay, bucket is full. Let me just put this last excavator load in here and bam. Okay, good. Now, let's do this. I'm going to get in the last Frankenstein. Actually, I'm going to shut everything down right now. H, I said. Okay, oh boy, I'm panicking. Oh, I'm panicking. You, H. Huh? No, G. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm losing so much money. Let me just get over there. Shut everything off. I should have just waited to do that. I don't know why I took the time to turn all that stuff off. That was so silly. All right, emergency. Emergency stop. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, everything is chock full right here. We got dirt coming out the wazoo. Whoo, boy. Okay, I wanted to shut all the Frankensteins down because that, in all likelihood, is going to be our final load for the day. So this is kind of going to tell us what we got, and we'll see how well we did. I'm not feeling too confident about the last couple buckets. I'm just going to say that up front. I was kind of digging towards the top, trying to expand the area a little bit, and I may have gotten to some ground that was just completely gold free. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out when we weigh our gold and swim in our riches. We'll see.
Okay.
Last of the mats going in the pickup here. Only thing left. Oh, and of course one didn't make it in. Of course. Only thing left after this is going to be our spicy nugget trap. So let's head on up there. I should have a bucket ready to go. Yes, I do. Let's go ahead and empty this bad boy out. Final bucket going in the truck right now. Let's get everything up to our gold recovery room and let's just start processing all this dirt. I can't wait to see what we're going to get at the end of the day. And of course, we got to sell our gold too. Can't go a day without doing that.
A few minutes later.
Well, everything is pretty much set up down there, so we can feel free to fire this up. Let's get big water pump and power splitter going, and let's start processing some dirt, shall we? As always, first thing to go is going to be our gold nuggetator, which we don't have a bucket on. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Get the bucket on there. Let's go. We've already got this guy filled up to 95%, so we actually can go ahead and just start processing some of that. We'll do a little bit of the work beforehand. First round of the gold nuggetator. All done. I wonder how many of these big mat runs can fit in here, because it only takes up 35%, so we can actually fit a lot into one bucket. Let's see, 71% here. Can I fit one more bucket load, or one more mat load, I should say? 71%. Let's keep an eye on it this time. I just don't want to overfill this bucket and lose some gold on accident. And no. Okay, 99%. So almost squeezed it all into there, but not quite, not quite. And we'll just dump you right in here. Why not? Oh, magnetite's full. Okay, of course that's why. New bucket. Do I have a new bucket? There we go. In you go. All right, keep processing that dirt, my friend. Let's get a new bucket in our nuggetator and fire you back up for like 0.2 seconds. There we go. Okay, last run of mats going in now. And then we'll have all of our gold-bearing material in buckets ready to get dumped in. And we can start tallying up the gold. All right, that's it for the mats. All the mats are finished. Can I dump you in here? No, of course I can't. That would be silly, wouldn't it? Well, let's go ahead and get you in there. And then I think I can fit this tiny little smidge of dirt into that machine as well, so I don't have this bucket just hanging around. Yep, 90%. Okay, beautiful. Well, we're pretty much ready to go here. I'm going to move you over this way because I already know magnetite's going to fill up extremely quickly. But we have 2 buckets. We still got to stuff into our separator. Other than that, we're ready to run. So what do we got? 629. Let's do this. Let's go. Just dawned on me. I could actually just get a whole bunch of 100%ers over here lined up for the wave table. I might start doing that in the future, actually. That seems like a much better way to go about things. Look at the gold tally, guys. 1293 already. We're killing it. And that's it. All our gold-bearing material is in our machines. So it's out of our hands now. And yeah, we'll see what the gold gods say. And that's the last of it from our magnetite separator. So everything's in the wave table now. We are coming up on 2,000 ounces. If we could hit that, that would be big. That would be real big. But I don't know. We only got 25% left in here. So it's going to be real tight. It's going to be real tight. Let's see. Are we going to do it? Come on, man. Give me yes. Let's go. 1,381. That's about 700 ounces per cleanup. That's freaking amazing. Oh boy, we got 2,000 ounces of gold that we have to go and sell. And we've got a ton of magnetite that we got to get rid of as well. Let's go ahead and take our magnetite with us. We're going to take a trip over to first the factory, get rid of all this stuff because otherwise it's just going to keep piling up and piling up. Look at this. The newly filled buckets almost look like they have water in them. Isn't that weird looking? Never seen it like that before. Well, before we take our trip over, let's go ahead and just shut everything down. No need to leave this power on if we're going to be away from the claim for a little bit. And let's go. Let's get over there. Whew, 2 days to summer, guys. 2 days to summer. I can't believe we've gotten so much accomplished, and it's not even summer yet. That's crazy. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can back the truck over on the side where I actually dump this. That might make things a bit quicker. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, geez, we're just hitting everything. We're hitting everything, guys. Slow it down, Hugs. Slow it down. Oh, boy. Okay. All right. We're almost done. We're almost there. Let's calm it down. You know what I need? Bigger buckets. That would be amazing if we could get some bigger buckets, like some 20-gallon buckets. All right, all our magnetite is now in our trailer, so let's start dumping. See how much we get. Bam, empty. And that's 33,000 ounces of magnetite. Oh, boy. Why couldn't that be gold? How amazing would that be if that was all gold? Well, on to the blacksmith we go now. All right, here we are. Let's shut her down. Me and the blacksmith. Let's have a little chat here. First things first, I'm going to sell all of our magnetite. How much? Oh, boy. $243,000 just in magnetite. That is insane. Oh, man, we are just killing it, guys. And we own the claim, so we don't have to pay anybody else. This is amazing. No. Don't sell. Smelt. Whoever smelt it, dealt it. And that would be us in this case. Let's go ahead and start the process here. Oh, somebody's gold bars are ready. Let's go. How many do we got? Oh, boy. Nice fat stack of gold there. Look at that. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bars of gold. 320 ounces of Why did I pick that one up? Whoops. Man, that looks nice. It could be like a game of Jenga with gold bars here. The most expensive game of Jenga ever. All right, I'm going to get over to the bank, sell all this gold. As usual, let's get up to a ridiculously fast speed and slam on the brakes. Yeah, there we go. Just got to let the bank know I'm here, right? You got to announce yourselves. Watch out, Ford coming through. Sell some gold bars. How much are we going? Okay. Let me think about this for a second here. 1.6 million. Let's sell all. Oh, we're rich. 4 million. 4 million big ones. We're a 4 million here. Where's the shop? I need to see how much the orange beast is. We got to look at prices here. See how much more we need to get. Getting a little dark. It's getting a little dark, so let me turn on the old flashlight. Oh, much better. Okay. Oh, boy. We've got 1, 2, 3 pieces we need. Do I need 2 of these or 4? I think we might need 2 of these. So let's see. How much is the main frame here? This is 1.9 million. Okay. How much for the shaker? 2.5. And then for this guy, it's about 1 million. So we can go ahead and get our first part here. Which part? I'm not sure. I think probably the frame would make the most sense. And then followed up by the shaker. So let's go ahead and get the frame. And daily, no. I don't want to rent. I want to buy. Buy it. Okay, there we go. Should I get one other piece? No. Let's not be greedy. Let's be happy with the one piece we can get. Let's move it over to the claim, and then I want to slot this thing right into position. 1.9 million. Give it to me. We still have 2.1 million left, so plenty of money. Let's get this transported over. I should be able to have both over, right? I think so. Yeah, should be fine. 9,000 to transport that. What a ripoff. Either way, let's get back over there. I want to get this thing up and set up like right now. There it is, guys. There it is. And it is a monster. Look at this thing. Oh, man, that is so big. That's what she said. No time right now. There's no time for that, Hugs. Where's the excavator? I got to drive the excavator all the way over here. I need to get that thing hooked up ASAP. It's a little bit of a far drive, isn't it? Okay, whatever. Let's get over there. Let's just make sure we're nice and straight for this. This is a professional operation here, so we got to make sure we're doing things by the book. I can imagine a world where you've made so much money that you have an orange beast on every single claim and you own every single. How crazy would that be? Talk about that for a goal. Let's do a little pit stop right here and pick up our cables. I think these cables should be okay, but I may have to buy the bigger ones. Hopefully we don't. All right, we're all set up there. All we got to do is go hook, get up into the cab first. It's so far to jump. Okay. We can't jump up there. What's going on? There we go. Okay, all we got to go do is hook up to the orange beast. It's quite a hike, too. That thing is far away from where it needs to go right now. And one thing I'm wondering here is how does one even hook this thing up? This is going to be interesting to figure out here. Let's take a little peek here. Figure out where these eye holes... Oh, okay. Oh, up there. Oh. Ooh, okay. That's going to be a little challenging. Well, if I get things right there... And then we kind of lower this all the way down. I think that might do it. Let's see if we can hook it up now. Oh, not long enough. Crap. Well, how about this side over here? No, I need bigger cables, guys. This is not going to work. Well, I got that one on. Maybe I can get this one on over here. I might be able to just sneak with just 2. Maybe if I adjust a little bit, just get my positioning changed up. Now, will you fit? Oh, yes it will, but that one immediately snapped over there. That's not a good sign. Let's try and hook that one up again and see if we have another snap here. Too short. How are you too short? Okay, these cables clearly not going to work. I'm going to have to get some bigger cables, or at least one bigger cable. Let's see. Maybe I can get away with just this one and the one I have attached. Well, let's try and lift. I got this side connected and that side connected. Only with one cable each, though. Let's just see what happens. I think we can do it. We have the technology. No, we don't. Okay, never mind. All right, I'm going to have to fully cable it up with those black cables. We are back, and we are, yes, fully black cabled here. Everything's hooked up. All we got to do is just try and lift it up in the air and hope that it lifts. Moment of truth. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Oh, yeah, let's go. We got it. Okay, let's start driving it to where it needs to go now. I don't like how it's flopping around so much, though. Oh, boy. It looks like we may have this on backwards here. Uh-oh. Okay, we definitely have this on backwards. I am going to have to try and get this in from up there. That's going to be a very, very weird angle. I may have to try and do this with this kind of over this way. And I may even have to do this to get a little more height. Seems like a very weird way to have this set up. But I'm not a rocket scientist, nor am I an actual gold miner, so what do I know? Now, all we gotta do is gently get this thing in, like, close to where it needs to be, and it should do the rest itself. Come on, man. You're right there. You're right there. Come on, buddy. Yes! Oh, boy. We lost a cable, but we did it. The orange beast is now in position. Let's go, man. Let me get this thing out of the way, and let's take a look at this. All right. Oh, boy. Look at this thing. It's incredible. How is this gonna work, though? How in the world is this thing supposed to work at all? I'm not sure. I'm assuming the sluice boxes will go here, potentially, and then we somehow dump up there? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. There's going to be a lot of things to figure out here, and we're going to have to do it in a future episode because we've gone pretty long here. But guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. And as always, have yourself a beautiful day, and I will see you on the next one.